Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for the second episode with our Bastide game. As we overlook our little town, some of the food production areas that we have. Let's speed things up a bit because, well, speed 1 is a bit slow. And here we are, still curing some of the sick. Hopefully that can speed up a bit now that we have the extra gatherer, and we should be getting some extra herbs. We still have enough warehouse space, although we have to take into account that this one might fill up soon. We need 12 logs to actually upgrade it, so let's just do that so that now we have a lot more storage space in here. I don't want to run out of storage space. We still have one house available for a family to join. We still have a few laborers, so I think, new family arrived, very good. I think it's time to start working on some clothing. Now, here we have the blacksmith, the tailor. There we are. Let's rotate it. I do like to get the tailor up because clothing is a good way to prevent people from getting sick. And we can see a lot of people don't have clothing. Some of them do. No, only 2 have clothing. So yeah, we desperately need to get some clothing in. Luckily, we have the logs and we have the stone that we need for that. So that should not be too hard. Here we can see our cart being used. It's delivering a lot of goods straight away, so the cart's really worth it. Let's get one extra, actually. And let's make sure that we can start to produce a bit of clothing. And what I want to do, there's different types... sorry about that. There's different types of clothing that we can get, and I want to get the best clothing possible to make sure that it lasts very long and that we can do a good job with it. So we'll see. We also need more housing again. So let's see. What if we build a large wooden house this time? Costs 24 logs, but it can house 4 people. I think that could be very interesting too. To have such big houses. It's a lot of logs, but it's also a lot of people that can live there. So let's try and build 3 of them. I think we also need an extra well to make sure that we provide enough water to everyone. So let's build it right there. Well, that should be enough building for now. And yeah, we need more logs to build this one too. There it is. They're going to build the tailor now. Let's designate a few more areas to be chopped down. Still busy with it, and it's the end of the day, so we'll have to wait until the next day before they can actually start doing that, but that'll be fine. Still only 1 sheep. That's not really what I had in mind. I hoped we get a few extra. Still 8 sick people. Already we produced 13 medicine, but And we can see nobody has clothing anymore because they wear quite quickly. And that's one of the major differences between a game like this and a game like Ostriv or some other city builders. This has a bit more to it as a survival game than games like Ostriv, because you run out of things fairly quickly. We need to have more healers basically because, we need to get more gatherers to get the herbs. We're getting very slowly on those amounts. We need more people to work as tailors and things like that. As soon as you don't have clothing, people will get sick quickly. We're quickly running out of tools. So this game is quite hard to actually provide everybody with what they need. And that's interesting, and I like that about this game. But it also poses a few challenges, of course. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll be making the best amount of clothing all the time to ensure that we have people with long-lasting clothing. Let's see, John was crushed by a rock, so we lost somebody. We're down to 4 laborers now. Luckily, our big house is done, so we can get a new family in. That will be very nice. 3 logs to this house, a few to this house. Already delivered some rocks here. Rocks and logs. Alright, we need a lot more logs though, so I guess my labor force needs to speed up a bit in chopping down a few trees. Let's designate a few more. Hopefully they can do that quickly. And there he goes. Look at that. Very nice. Let's chop some trees, get some logs and build those houses. I think once this family come in, we'll have 2 more laborers. We should have 6 again. That should also work out. and help speed things up. Getting closer to winter. Luckily we have a amount of firewood. I hope it's enough. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Still only 1 sheep. That's not a lot. I wish we had more. Here's the guy looking for other sheep. There he goes. I don't think he'll find them, but well, at least 1 sheep is 1 sheep. Just have to wait and see if the number will grow eventually. I think in the end it will, and it's already producing a bit of wool, so that's good. We can see 2 people now have superior clothing, which should keep them more healthy. A new family arrived. Oh, maybe that's the new family. No, this is the new family that came in. They have normal clothing, so that's working too. We actually have clothing to work with now. We are producing some medicine. We can see that the number of sick people is now down to 6. Ooh, the enemy is approaching. Now, that's one of the things in this game. Here we can see them. There's enemies, and they'll come visit you. Oh, they're quite close to the town, actually. What we can do about that is select a bunch of people, place them somewhere where you think the enemy will be, which will be here quite soon, actually, I think. So we'll position them somewhere here. Come on. Where are they? Right there. Very good. Here we can see the enemy walking. They need to come towards me. There they come. There we go. Now they will fight them automatically. There we go. We have 1. And now they should go back to work. There they go. So we won this time. We defeated the enemy. If you just let your people wander and the enemy comes, they won't automatically gather and attack. So you have to select them. Otherwise, the enemy will just pick off your villagers one by one, which is not really that nice. So it is very helpful to make sure that you select a bunch of villagers and then hit the enemy. That's very beneficial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laborers, because another one died with an accident. Accidents do happen quite often, actually. I think I want to build another pasture. Let's see if we can build one pretty close to this one. I think we can. Let's make it as big as possible, of course. Here we go. Let's put in a fence. And in here we'll put some cows, I guess. Yeah, why not? Get some milk out of that. Let's put somebody in there to work. That means that we now have 4 laborers, but we have the extra house done, so that's okay. Hopefully we can get some cows in. I don't know if there's cows anywhere. Ah, another new family arrived, so we'll have 6 laborers again. In the beginning, I think for me that's quite a good number, having 6 laborers. If you have less, things slow down a bit, especially building things. If you have more, then you probably won't be able to fulfill your jobs. We can see people really start to have some clothing now, which is a very important thing for me. But still we have only 1 sheep, and that is not what I want to see. Unfortunately, there's no way to just collect a sheep and tell them to get it. We can hunt it, but that's it. Here's another sheep, I believe, yeah. But nobody is getting the sheep. Maybe we should see our worker. This is our worker. Ah, that's the end of the day. Maybe we can select her and then click that sheep and she'll pick it up, but I'm not sure. It might also be that she'll just hunt it down, so we'll have to check how that works. We'll do that soon. After, of course, this night is over again and we get into the month of November. Getting closer and closer to winter time, so hopefully things will go well during the winter time. And we have stocked up on enough firewood, for instance. We have no logs available to us at this point. Where is she? There she is. This is the lady that we want. Let's see, where's our sheepy? Is it somewhere here? Here we have a sheepy. Alright, I'm right-clicking it now. I'm not sure if she'll get it, but we'll see. Will she come over here and grab the sheep? Transporting goods, not really. Trait, she's smart, she's fast, and she has a strong immune system. Oh, that's nice. But it doesn't appear I can steer her at this point. Where is she? Right here. Alright, now we have selected her. Very good. Let's go see. Where was the sheepy again? Of course I lost the sheep. That always happens. Now we have the worker, now we can't find the sheep. Is this the sheep? Here? Yep. Alright, let's go here, let's see. Can she now take the sheep? Who knows, I don't see her. There she comes, alright. Can she bring in the sheep? Because that would be very helpful. No. Alright, go back to work. Unfortunately, she can't bring in the sheep, so we won't have more sheep yet. We have one cow too now. Kind of hoping that that will reproduce them, but apparently we do need 2 sheep to actually reproduce, and we didn't get them yet, so unfortunate. Alright, we have another house ready. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laborers. This house is empty still. The well is done, that's very good. So I think it's now time to get working on a blacksmith, because we are out of tools for a bit already too, so having the extra tools to spare will be beneficial to us as well. Now with the growing population we also might need to get an extra field again. Actually, that's just what I'm going to get now. An extra farm field. We'll put in some onions. 2 people in there. So we still have 6 laborers, that's good. We get some onions. We could also get some flax, I believe. And then the tailor. Yeah, we can produce flax by a field. And then it can produce clothing from it. Not the best clothing, but it can still produce clothing. And with our 1 sheep, we don't get enough wool all the time. So that's not working. What we could also do is just build a pasture somewhere here where there's a lot of sheep. Make sure that all the sheep get in. And then transport them to the other one. That could also work out. Actually, I might just do that. Let's just build a pasture here. Not too big, not too small. There we go. We'll make this another sheep pasture. Oh, I can't tell which animals should go in here. Why not? Ah, here we go. Yes, we'll put sheep in here and a person. And once we have them, we can transfer the sheep over to this one. Then we can finally start to grow. Yeah, we have 2 cows, so they can start to reproduce and we can get more cows. So this is just a temporary solution to the issue of them not getting the sheep from anywhere. Hopefully this will help. Oh, he's rushing off straight away, so could well be that he's just picking up the sheep. Very nice. And once they touched the sheep or something like that, something magical happens and the sheep will be brought to the pasture. So there comes the first. Hopefully we get more. Alright, so everything seems to be running smoothly. We have some logs to spare, so we can get a few extra houses. What I would like to do now is get extra housing, of course, but then also demolish that little small hut, because in that little small hut people are very prone to get sick. So removing that hut and having people move into a new house could be a very good thing. So yeah, let's destroy this one straight away. Hopefully they can move into another house. If not, that's their problem. But there should be plenty of space for them to get into another house. And that could help out. And otherwise they just need to construct one of these. They can do that fairly quickly with the amount of stuff that we have. How many sheep do we have in here? Well, at least 1. So I'm going to transfer that one. Send it over to the lowest. Which is this one. And then we should, yeah, we already have 4 cows. And we now get 2 sheep in there. Very good. I'm not sure if there's any more sheep here. If there is, that should be very nice. There's a lot of pigs here. So what we could do is switch this one over to house pigs now. And once that is done, we can build a big pig pasture here. Or we can already build the pasture, of course, and then we'll have a lot of pigs here straight away. Which will provide us with some wood. Wood with some meat, of course. Not wood, meat. Alright, let's build a pig pasture here. Let's build a gate location there. Let's set this to pigs. 1, 2, 3, 4 laborers. Oh, that's the bare minimum, so I'm not going to give them any other jobs. Now, as soon as the pigs are in here, we're going to transfer them. There's one in here now. I think there was a second one close here too that we should get soon. And when we do, we'll transfer them all to this one. And maybe there's even a pig close here too. So that this one, yep, there's a pig. So that's one pig that will go in here. We can immediately see that now we have 4 sheep because they reproduce. We have 5 cows. We get milk from that. We should get a lot more wool now. And with that wool and leather, we can produce more good clothing. Oh, we can see a lot more people have clothing. 5 people are freezing. That's not good. I guess they should get to their homes. That should be the most easy fix. Oh, we have 2 pigs in there. Where are you? Right here. Alright, you should just go and get this pig because he's very close. Alright, let's transfer these 2 and send to the lowest, which is this one probably. Ah, there they go. Perfect. So they should be sent here. Then we already have 5 pigs in there, so that's going fast. And then we can basically just destroy this pasture and we'll free up that worker. Yes, and that should be fine. Very nice. Here comes the pigs. Moving into that pasture now. Perfect. Well, finally we have growing numbers of animals. That took some time. So yeah, now we definitely know we need 2 animals in there for them to reproduce. An easy way to get them is to just build an extra pasture somewhere. Alright, 5 laborers, that's okay. Let's get a smithy. And start making tools with some wood, copper and iron. Yeah, that should be fine. We have 1 empty house and 1 house with just 1 person in there. Maybe she can get married with somebody else at a certain point, I kind of hope. But we'll have to wait and see. Ah, we got our first tools up now. Oh, that should be interesting. I think we can also upgrade these buildings. So yeah, we can upgrade the tailor and increase its productivity. We can probably do the same with the blacksmith. Yep, increase productivity and we can unlock better tools, which will be created without wood, I believe. So we'll have to see how we can do that. For now, what we do need is to get the not the firewood guy, the chandlery, the well, the school, the herbalist. The herbalist provides garden space to grow herbs. Ooh, that's one thing that we're going to need. But right now we need a lumber mill to create the planks that we need for new types of buildings that we can't build yet. So that should be the priority, I guess, to get a lumber mill. But we're also out of trees, so let's just chop trees anywhere we can. Only 4 laborers, so that's why it's taking so long. And every time they get a log, they bring it to the house that we're building. Ah, a new family arrived. Perfect. That increases the amount of people we have to 6 again. That should help. I'm very happy to see that most people now have clothing. And because most people have clothing, they are less prone to getting sick. And our healer is doing a better job, so there's only 1 person sick. So those 2 combined, having a healer to actually heal the sick, providing people with clothing to prevent them from getting sick, having good housing that prevents people from getting sick, that really helps. So that's a bit of the combination you need to seek for in order to make sure that you can produce or keep your citizens healthy. Combined with now that we can really create some good wool. Let's see. The current year, what are we producing? That's not really what I want to see. Current year, come on. Can't really see what I'm producing. We're still on transfer. So far we've produced 15 wool already in here. 11 milk. Not much here, but as soon as we have a filled up pasture, we will start to slaughter animals as soon as they run over the limit, which will be helpful in the end too. So we'll get there. We even see people with tools. So our blacksmith is doing a good job as well. This looks kind of nice. How are we doing with the house? Just one more log and we can build a house again. And then I think it's the best option to just wait to get a few more logs in again. Otherwise, we'll run out straight again. And I think that will be helpful. Get the forester here. With the extra forester in this area too, we might be able to finally get enough trees. Because right now we can't get enough trees. Ooh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kits. Very nice. We even have one piece of clothing to spare. How is that? Who would have thought that possible a while ago? Alright, it's January, it's freezing. People are using up firewood, but we still have some to spare. Let's see. Yeah, one more log needs to go in here. There it is, and now we're building it. That's how we want to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laborers. So let's hope that they can quickly start to chop a lot more trees. Also to keep the firewood guy going. Otherwise we will run out of firewood and people will start freezing to death. Oh, that's not really the smart option. There we go. Another large house done. Well, that should work. Can we upgrade this and what will it do? A small plaster house. I think that requires less firewood and will make people more comfortable, so that will be nice. New family arrived straight away. So we should have 8 laborers now, yes. Well, that should help bring up the amount of firewood. Problem is, or at least the amount of wood, we have so few... it's very cold now, and we do want to chop a lot of trees, but that's just quite kind of tough. Because of the cold. Because they might just get sick or freezing while they go out and chop those trees. But I'm still going to make them do it. Because that's what we need. Although we have plenty of stone at this point. So it might be also good to bring in this as stone. And set our mine to just collect copper and iron. I have a different idea. Let's go with the lumber mill first. Because we do need some lumber. There we are. Let's just create it right here. Then we need more housing again. Really? Yes. Alright, what if we go with plaster houses? Yeah, we don't need logs anymore. We just need some of those planks. And that would be interesting because that would save some logs. So that might be the place to go to. So let's just make sure that we get this one done. And then start working on producing some planks. More and more people get sick now because of the cold. And we might have... Yeah, we have some clothing to spare, so that's good. But people will still get sick slowly. Hopefully we can produce some medicine. I do see trees falling here and there. But the amount of wood is not growing because we're using it to cut firewood. Maximum amount of firewood is set to 1,000, which is fine. Don't really need to change that, so I don't know why I did that. So let's bring it back to 1,000. That should do the trick for now. I do want this firewood guy up, or this lumber mile guy, so we can upgrade a few houses. Or maybe just build extra houses, but build the plaster houses and save some logs. Low amount of tools, no tools left, of course, because as soon as we have a tool, somebody will come up and pick it up. We can see that the amount of people with a tool is growing, so that should improve the efficiency of everybody. And a good question is, did we build our forester here already? Is it done? No. Ah, it just needs one more log. Let's add that to it so that we can get the extra forest stuff out of there. 13 out of 16 sheep. 8 out of 8 cows. So this should start to produce some meat soon, yes. And 12 out of 6 pigs. And pigs will produce a big amount of meat. So that's very nice. That way we can provide our people with not just veggies, but also with some meat. And I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of feel like that should be helpful in making sure everybody has what they need. All right, let's get some lumber, because that will be a good way to upgrade some of these production buildings. And I would very much like that. We can't upgrade buildings like the healer and stuff, but we can upgrade the tailor and the blacksmith. So that will be good. And of course we can upgrade our houses once we get to that point. Now the interesting thing is, if you build a wooden house, medium-sized, it has 3 people, small happiness boost and cold, but can be warmed with firewood. If we upgrade it to the medium plaster house, it says provide happiness for 3, a medium happiness boost, and it can be warmed with firewood. It just doesn't say it's cold anymore, so that's a good thing. That's a plus. So upgrading your housing can definitely make a difference, especially in getting the amount of sick or freezing people down. So we'll work on that. For now we just need to make this a lot and get a lot more wood in. Enemy approaching again. Let's get people in the forestry business. This means that we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laborers. The enemy is approaching again. They should be walking down here again and then come towards our village. We'll just let them be for a bit. Everybody is asleep now. I don't know what the enemy will be doing, but we'll check them. They're just walking here. You can see that they're not speeding up, so that's good. We get past the night now. And, well, they should be getting onto our side of the screen. This is the edge of the map, basically. And they're now still on the wrong side. There they are entering the right side of the map. So now I'm going to select a bunch of people. There they are. And get them into a position where they can intercept our guys. Although, quite hard to see them in this rain. Let's take a good look. Ah, here they are. At least there was one enemy. I don't know if they're both there or if there just was one enemy. Apparently there was just one, so they can go back to work. We solved that issue, I hope. And, well, we have 19 logs now. That's good. Getting some planks slowly. Maybe we should just try and build a few plaster houses. Or just go with the wooden houses. But, I think we should just go with large wooden houses even further. Because we need more housing for more people. Let's build a piece of road here. Like this. And like this. So that we have another round where they can walk. Then we'll go to large wooden houses again. Let's rotate them until they face correctly. And then we'll build a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 houses will do. 24 for just one. We'll prioritize the first one. And that should help out a bit. Unfortunately, the fields can't be used right now, so that's not good. Might run out of food at a certain point, but it's already February, so we should be getting close to a new spring. And with the new spring, we get to a point where we will be able to harvest a lot of crops again soon after sowing in. We still have enough firewood, so that is no issue. Already get 11 logs in there, 12. Now we get 24, just 12 with that cart, so that did its job. 11 in the next house, so I have to say, quite happy with that, with the amounts that they bring in. They really do a good job chopping a lot of wood. Maybe we should build a bridge here soon, so that they can just walk here and get past. But I believe that they can just get past. We don't have bridges. As far as I know, they can just get past the river. There's no bridges in the game yet. Maybe later. Oh, new house is already done. Oh, we can't upgrade it. But with the house done, that means extra space for a new family. I like that. I wonder how it's possible that it's 7 degrees and we're still covered in a pile of snow. That should melt away fairly quickly with 7 degrees outside. But, that's just my idea of the cold. It's just hot all day, 7 degrees, and the snow is not melting. That's really interesting. Alright, all the pastures are completely filled. We can see that we get milk and meat and fat out of here. We get some hides too. Head goat died of natural causes. Well, people dying is never a good thing, but having them die of natural causes is a good thing because that means that they got old. And we did quite a good job then. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 laborers. Not bad. Not bad at all. I guess some of the kids grew up. I think once we have 6 lumber, we'll upgrade this so the tailor gets more productive. We can produce even more clothing. That will be very nice. Then we'll do the smithy later on, and maybe once we get enough then we can start to upgrade housing. But now it's not really worth it because we first want to get the... it's creating lumber now, very good. We want to get more housing and get all the jobs done. We can also see that the amount of food is not really that stable at this point, so I really want to get extra fields going. Come on, bring me the extra lumber that I wanted. Still 5, 6, there we are. All right, let's upgrade, that's good. Now this one should be more productive. Let's build another field. Maybe we should leave a little bit of space here so that they can walk in between. That would be nice. Ooh, that's not really that straight. It's very tough to see how you're building your fields. That might be something they need to work on. Let's get some flex on here for more clothing. And let's build a field here too. Another one. And let's grow some extra cabbage here. That means 4 extra people. So only 4 laborers now, but I definitely do not want to run out of food because people will starve. That will be a big mistake to have that. So, and we have, room for 2 more families. So I'm not really that concerned. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laborers now. That should be fine. Let's go build a road. Just here next to all the fields. And then here too, so that they can walk faster. That's what the whole purpose is of all these roads, so that people can walk a bit faster. So let's build it like that. Perfect. Well, it's still a small town, but it's nice. And apparently we managed to keep things rolling. We have a few logs to spare. We have some lumber. We still have firewood. And it's now March, it's 11 degrees. We can see they're sowing in the fields. So yeah, I'm quite happy. This is also producing some hides that we need to tan and then produce leather for more clothing. And it's good that we now upped the amount of leather that we get. We can now tell these guys to basically also shoot sheep, cows and pigs because we don't need to... find them anymore. We have plenty of them. Very good. We could even build a new pasture and then split the herd in 2 and then in no time have double the amount of animals because they'll reproduce fairly quickly. So that could also be something to do next. But I think building these houses should be up now. There we go. Just some more logs and we're there. They're still chopping logs here. That's the right way to go. Yep, chopping down a lot of logs. Almost out of iron though, so maybe we should get an extra mine soon. And getting a lot of sick people again. No herbs. We're still very short of herbs. Let's fix that, because there is a way to fix that. Let's get the herbalist, because he can grow herbs. And with his herbs, we can produce a lot more medicine. So let's get the herbalist right here. We don't have this yet. We don't have the logs yet, but that'll come in handy. We'll see that finished next episode though, because it's been way over half an hour. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And of course, if you have any tips to improve my gameplay, please let me know. And then of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.